Hey everyone, Scott here with Midcurrent, and welcome to Inside the Box, where we unpack and share with you some really cool fly fishing and outdoors gear, and give you our first thoughts on things such as features, functions, and overall our first impressions right out of the box. So today let's jump on in and unbox something from our friends at Korkers. All right, so we actually get a kind of a sneak preview of the new Korkers River Ops BOA boots. And let me put the box down here really quick. So actually in a previous episode, we checked out the initial release of this boot, which is the lace version, but Korkers is actually releasing a brand new version of this, the BOA boot, in January of 2022. So we're getting a little bit of a sneak preview on this one and excited to check this out. Gonna walk through some of the features on this. Obviously the main feature that we're gonna look at here is the BOA system. I'll walk you through that, but in case you haven't seen the previous episode of the River Ops boot, I'm gonna show you some of the main features and functions of the boot, walk you through those pretty quick here. So first off, we're gonna talk about the kind of the outer of the boot here. Really strong, rigid heel in the back here. It's almost kind of, in terms of the hardness, kind of a, you can kind of hear it there, almost a cross between like a ski boot and a really rigid hiking boot. So it's really, really firm in the back there. Great heel, ankle support. And then overall, they've got what they call their Exo-Tec skeleton here. And it's kind of the whole makeup of the outside. Really great drainage on this boot. It's got ports all over that, so when you get out of the river or out of a boat, the boot's gonna drain really quick, so you're not gonna be swashing around with water in your boot. And one of the other cool features is the stitching system on this. So most of the stitching is actually recessed or hidden within the interior of the boot. So it's actually, the stitches are actually recessed down in those channels. So how that's gonna benefit you is, if you brush up against a rock or normal wear and tear, you're not gonna necessarily break those stitches and start to loosen up that section of the boot. It's gonna be really nicely protected. So overall, the outside in terms of visuals too, really sharp boot, kind of has a tactical feel. They really wanted to go after a guide level style boot, so it's going to really hold up to the rigors of being out in the water. So on the front here, one of the other features is on the front here, it's got this really high toe. So again, if you kick into a rock or bump into something hard, it's not going to really jam up your toes in the front there. If you're not familiar with Korkers, one of their main features or kind of differentiators from the rest of the boots out on the market is the sole system here. I'm going to walk you through that in case you haven't seen that. So this actually comes with two different options. The first one is going to be this Vibram sole here, and then a felt option. So then the other configuration is this Vibram with a studded option as well. So you've got kind of two different choices, two different price points there. But to get this off is all you do and go in the back here. There's a little tab here, pull this off here, and then you slide it out from the front, and then the sole is off. So two of the things that I think that make this a really cool feature and function is one, longevity of your boots. One of the first things to go and to wear down is going to be that sole system here. So after time, you're out in the walking through streams, on rocks, walking down roads, paths, all that kind of stuff. Your sole's going to wear down, so it's going to be something that you can replace pretty easily and get some more longevity and life out of the boot. The second is, in terms of, you might be hiking in somewhere and you want something like this, the Vibram sole on there for, hiking down a trail. Once you get to the river, you might want to switch it up into, a felt sole or a studded sole. You can easily just pull this off, swap those out, get on the river, and you're good to go. So really fantastic system, really, really different, unique than really all the other boots that are out on the market right now. So the main feature that we want to take a look at here is the BOA system. So if you're not familiar with the BOA system, that's the closure system that, traditional boots might have a lace system where you lace up and you tie, just kind of like your shoes or boots. This is actually really similar to you see them on snowboard boots all the time. And it essentially is a metal wire system that wraps through the boot here. It's kind of through these little channels and then goes up to this mechanism at the top here. So put your foot in, start to click this like this, and you'll kind of quickly see how that's tightening up the whole system there. And then once it's tight enough for your liking, you're good to go and you're off and running. So I like it because it's really fast, it's easy to get into, it's easy to get out of. To get out of this boot, all you need to do is pop this little thing here, pull that out, and then releases all the tension and you're good to go off and fishing. So Again, these are, I think they're a fantastic boot. I'm really excited for these to hit the market. They're coming out in January of 2022, so get a little bit of a sneak peek here, a couple months ahead. If you want to check these out once they come out, you can check them out at korkers.com or check them out at your local fly shop.